Another one? Huh? He told me that this individual was someone that he only went on 2 dates with. This woman is somebody that he's known since 2021, who got pregnant, got an abortion, and he was meeting her while talking to me. He flew her out about a week and some change before he flew me out. He was telling me that he wasn't sleeping around, he wasn't talking to anyone, that we're exclusive romantically, physically, whatever.
So Abba and Preach, Abba again, man. You know, they always try to make themselves a moral standard where they would come out and clown everybody. They would clown so many people for their shortcomings and things that they would do. And some of it was rightfully so. But Abba, he's been in a lot of trouble with a lot of these women, man. He likes to go up the club, right? If you know what I mean. And he has another woman coming out putting accusations on him again, man. This time she's putting stuff on him that's crazy. We just was reporting a couple of months ago about him. And the only reason why I'm doing this because Abba and Preaching them, they get at everybody. They got 2 million subs. They make fun of a lot of people, man. And he's been basically being a hypocrite to his own message.
He told me all of this and then flew out another woman, raw dogged her, put me at risk for STDs. You think I'm not thinking about that right now? I am. And this is how I found out about the crime called by fraud, which if you look it up, a lot of this could have fallen under that, fraud. A lot of jurisdictions consider this a criminal act, but it depends on, you know, the circumstances. I would say that sleeping around and possibly giving somebody an STD, that can fall on fraud. I'm just gonna let that float in the air for a little bit. I don't appreciate somebody lying to my face, putting my health at risk. An STD is just another layer on top of that. But as I said before, I trusted this individual. He said he's clean. I get myself tested. If anyone asks me for those test results, I give it to them. That's kind of the base, the foundation that I was at the time when I was seeing this individual. I was like, okay, we're 2 adults. We're honest with each other. We communicate. I don't have any reason to suspect that he's a dirty individual, that he's sleeping around, that he's doing all of this.
Now, a lot of y'all out there love messing with them W women, right? And listen, y'all want to be out here playing this game, you know, jumping from woman to woman, jumping in and out of beds. And she's scornful. She's looking up all kinds of laws where she can get you caught up and get you in trouble. Listen, man, she's saying that you put her life in jeopardy, you put her life in danger. She allowed you to torpedo them cheeks raw, and you start torpedoing them cheeks, letting loose all up in her. And she said, and now there's other women coming online saying a whole bunch of stuff. Man, she's incensed, she's pissed. She's a W woman scorn, and she wants revenge. Right? So this whole thing is crazy, man. And you got everybody's online now clowning you. So now you become the clown. You become the clown. You're looked at as the hypocrite, right? But she wasn't done.
To what I was saying. During our trip, we had consensual intercourse. I did ask about condoms. He said he doesn't like them. They don't feel right, or they're not for him. My audio cut here, but I was just saying that this was a point of a lot of criticism of people online that were saying that why would you trust someone who you just met and not wear condoms? I do agree with that. Okay, I do. The only thing that I can say to this is that I trusted him. I trusted that he wasn't sleeping around, that he was being honest, and that he was a safe person. And it turned out to be false. I was wrong, and that's all I can say.
I've already spoken in the past about my issues with condom use. It's not something I'm proud of or whatever it is, but that's just the truth. It ain't pretty, but me being honest.
After the consensual intercourse, he suggested that I take the Ella pill, which is basically like another Plan B pill. He took me to the pharmacy down the street from his place. He paid for it, and I immediately took it. But as we all know, the Plan B pill does not work if you've already ovulated. So after my trip, after I left, a couple weeks later, I find out that I'm pregnant. I think I told him a couple days after I found out, because at that time, he was telling me how much he's having, difficulty sleeping, he's having health issues, and I was like, this is probably not the time. This is probably not a good time to tell you this information because you might have an aneurysm. I eventually tell him, I show him the pregnancy test. I send him pictures of it because I feel like if you meet someone one time, right, and they tell you they're pregnant, you're going to want to have proof. You want to be for sure. I sent him pictures of the test and I told him, here, I'm sending this to you because you probably need to see it. He told me immediately he didn't need to see it, that he believed me. Remember that whenever this fertility lie comes up again, okay? After I told him about the pregnancy, his words and his actions never really aligned. His words said one thing, but his actions said another. He would claim that he would support me, that he would be involved, that he would co-parent, but his actions to me after, as I've said before, after the meetup, he would ignore my calls. He would give me so many excuses as to why he cannot communicate with me. He would text every now and then, but it wasn't consistent.
Now, let me say this. She let a man boat race them cheeks raw and got pregnant. She didn't even know him like that. She didn't know him. They didn't have no sacrifice together. She was expecting commitment after the boat racing was done already. I'm confused. And you expect him to be committed to you? This is a choice you made. This was your body, your choice. Yeah, he's a hypocrite. He's an idiot. But this was your body and your choice. You let him run all through you. Nobody made you do that, right? So, he started ghosting you, showing up when he felt like it, answering calls when he felt like it. Now you're online spilling the beans and you're upset and you're trying to figure out ways where you can get back because you're scoring. You did this to yourself. You did this. This was your body. You allowed him because you was listening you didn't use proper discernment, right? Now you're saying that basically it's possibly his fault that you lost the baby, right? So now you're saying that he was doxing, he was doing all these horrible things, but you never took the time to find out what his true character was before you got pregnant by him.
There's also a teeny tiny suspicion that the individual that I was dating was possibly behind exposing me. The times where I found out that people were posting my other social medias, like trying to dox me, he was sending it to me. He tried to accuse my cousin of sharing this information that we're seeing each other and whatnot. My social media is very small. The original account that I was on only had family and friends on there. There's other people that I suspect, but Abba is definitely on there because you didn't like that I was posting you. I don't know. I feel like it's a probability that he wanted to get his lick back a little bit because he did not like that. He told me he told me that he didn't really like that, which is fine. I can understand that. So I apologized to him. I did apologize to him. I told him, okay, I'm not gonna do that again. That can make somebody uncomfortable. So I deleted them. I took it off. Those are the reasons why I kind of suspect that he may have been involved with exposing me. Because, come on, 16 followers? Who's gonna share my information like that? Nobody. A video called Since You Asked, in which he continues to dox all of us, but he doxes my legal name and he doxes my... What was the need for doxing me? Like, what was the need to dox me? What was the need to do that? I think it was an intimidation tactic. He knew all of the stress that I went through with the stalking, the harassment, the online, all of it. And he knew that if he exposed where my kid lives and my legal name, maybe I would shut up. Maybe I would be quiet. Maybe I would stop posting things online. That's the only reason I can come up with for him to dox my legal name and dox where my kid lives. Regarding the STD issue, I also want to bring up the fact that he pursued a sex worker. So we know that he pursued a sex worker and that he wanted to have unprotected intimacy with that individual as well. That's just another layer to add on to the worry of STDs, because this guy, he will pay for it and he doesn't want protection. That is a really big issue. You cannot trust this individual with anything, with your life, with your health, with your punani. You can't. Okay, you can't. You just can't. So just to reiterate, before all of this happened, I thought he was a very stand-up guy. I thought he was mature. I thought he was responsible. I thought a lot of things. But after all of this, I truly believe that he's not safe. He's not safe for anyone, any woman. Okay, if you are involved with that man, I want you to know that you're not safe with him.
So you have people chomping at the bits. They couldn't wait to get at Abba for this. So Myron Gaines, y'all already know he's on here because y'all know Myron Gaines is the biggest hypocrite. Y'all remember he had a black girl pregnant, right? A black American girl, but all he do is talk about black girls and says that he doesn't, man, you know, he's just an idiot, right? He said, ha, 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 this B.A. Jigger was yapping about integrity for years, trying to clown for getting a girl pregnant. But well. I think this is the fourth or fifth chick now. This blank mite has gotten pregnant. Abort and retreat. Better shut the F up forever, right? Another woman has come forward to expose Abba, right? So he got people, man. This dude is crazy, man. He got people on his bumper, right? Walter, and then Walter came and said, well, boys being boys, Abba got his fifth real pregnancy scare, right? Then somebody came. Let's see, somebody else came, and they said, the amazing Lucas came and said, so this jigger seems to be genuinely a horrible person, or am I tripping? Right? Yeah, it's all coming out. It's all coming out. These people being exposed. These people have no integrity. 3 seconds in, she says we had consensual intercourse. Yeah, you aren't a victim of anything, right? So you have people that's gonna have their opinions, but for the most part, you're gonna have a lot of people that's not gonna be on his side, that's gonna come after him because they judge a lot of people. They come after a lot of people. I just think that the guy's he's just not a good person. You out here, man, running up in women, man, and putting babies in them and then ghosting them, and like y'all just doing a whole bunch of wild stuff. Then you going in raw, like you wilding out, man. He commando style, right? Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.